Hello everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. My name is Alex. I'm standing outside the Etihad Stadium. We've got to the stage where we need umbrellas. Not just me, but the camera woman as well. So we are still out here hustling. We are doing everything we can to get as many fan cams out as we can. Now, let's talk about the game. Really interesting one for me. And the third game in a row that we really can come out with a lot of positives. I understand after Villa, people said that was a fluke. Then we get the result against Crystal Palace. People say, oh, we still didn't play well enough. But we got the results. And today, we played exceptional football. And actually, you would argue it was the in-game management from Pochettino that let us down. But then I would also say it was the way Pochettino set us up that put us in a position to be winning the game in the first place. So there's two sides to every story. Now, I've said this from the beginning. Pochettino's never been renowned for his in-game management. I don't like him for his in-game management. But we know he is a manager capable of putting teams in the positions they need to be fighting at the top end of the table. I didn't say that we're going to be in a title race. I didn't say we're going to win titles every single year. But we are going to be up there competing with Pochettino. The question is when? And this is where we look at the previous managerial experience that he has. And PSG doesn't count, guys. How can you compare Messi, Mbappe and Neymar to what we have with Nicholas Jackson, Cole Palmer and Sterling? Let's be serious, okay? Now, I think that Pochettino needs to take a lot of credit for the way we started off, but he got scared. And even I can admit that. I was scared watching the game, and the reason I'm not a manager is because that's something I would do, because I want to hold on to my lead. He clearly wanted to hold on to his lead, but it didn't work. And we still take a point. It's a point gained in the sense of we never thought we were going to get anything out of this game, but when you actually watch the first half, you see the concourse at halftime, everyone's so happy, and you literally can't look at a player and say this player hasn't done a good job. You look at the defence; it was exceptional with Chilwell and Gusto. They were fantastic. The way Gusto managed Doku was sensational. I thought Cole was fantastic. I thought Disasi was amazing. I was really happy to see that Petrovic started the game instead of Robert Sanchez. For me, that would have been an absolute killer. If Sanchez started this game, that would have just shown Pochettino is clueless. And I would have said it. And I'm the biggest Pochin on this channel, for a fact. Alright, but he didn't. He stuck with Petrovic, good bit of stability at the back. I don't think that needs to change anytime soon, alright? Unless he does something crazy, keep starting Petrovic. The midfield as well was exceptional. People saying that Enzo and Caicedo need to play closer together. They did that today, and they looked fantastic. Arguably man of the match for me, Caicedo, especially in that first half. He was just bossing it. And Enzo, shout out to Enzo Fernandez as well. Great energy, great defensively, in my opinion. We always talk about the way he controls the game on the ball, but today it was actually about what he did off the ball and the hustle and the fight that he showed throughout. And Gallagher, he shows us every game that he's got the fight and the hustle. So, I don't really need to say too much on that. And that would be a compliment to Gallagher. You know what you're going to get from him. He is the midfield version of Dave, in my opinion. The midfield version of Azpilicueta. Never amazing, but he's always solid. He always puts in a good shift, always fights for the badge. And the great thing is that rubbed off on the team. Your team's fighting when Raheem Sterling is tracking back. All right, and not only that, but he got the goal as well. Now, could he have got more? Yes, but let's not dwell on that too much. I have been the biggest critic of Raheem Sterling, and I will continue to be if he doesn't consistently perform. You're not on 325 grand a week to perform every month. You're there to perform every single week, no exceptions, unless you're a young team, you're a young player coming into the squad and you need to develop. That's not the case for Sterling, all right? Now, I saw Jackson hustling as well. I think that the way he helped out the midfield, defending, tracking back at the beginning of the game, he's run his socks off. And Palmer as well, fantastic. But the substitutions were just questionable. I don't understand why Sterling came off. That didn't make much sense to me. It was nice for Nkunku to get some minutes because we would all like to see him start in the cup final. But judging from the way we played when Nkunku came on, you would actually argue that you'd want the same squad to start against Liverpool as what happened today. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a team game, not an individual game. You want to see your best players, but I'd rather win than see, a few highlight reels, right? That's what I'm looking for. And then when we brought Chalobah on, it was just... we knew we were sitting back, we knew we were going to defend, but we weren't that bad. Once we made those changes, we were on the fence, we were struggling, and we kind of shot ourselves in the foot, but we could have easily closed out that game. You know, it's just it's moments, and one moment killed us today, but it didn't. We didn't capitulate, and that's the most important thing. We conceded the goal, we went to 1-1, and we kept going, we kept fighting. And Kunku could have easily got another goal to try and equalise again. To try and go in front again, but it was unlucky. All right, so my perception is it is a point gained. If you think that we should be disappointed about drawing against Man City, where are your standards? Look at the table, look at the manager they have, look at the players they have, look at the experience they have. It's an away fixture. Come on, guys, let's liven up a little bit. But at the same time, we know that we wanted to get the 3 points. I'm still disappointed, all right? So I'm not going to sit here and say that substitutions were good. They weren't. But we didn't lose, and that's ultimately better than losing. People say I have low standards. What the hell do you want? Do you want us to beat Man City through? No, of course you do, but let's stay on planet Earth. Now, before I round out this video, I just want to give a quick shout out to the sponsors, Match Bingo. Check them out in the description. The link is below. Guys, if you haven't played this game, you are seriously missing out. Now, I'll say this now, I'm not really a big fan of betting, but if I am going to do it, I just want something easy and fun. Not too many options, not too many odds. Just go and play. If you've played bingo, you know it's simple, you know it's fun, and you can win big as well. It's only £2 to enter a game, but if you're not keen on spending straight away, there's a few free games as well. You've got to be 18. Click the link below, check it out.